So today, we're jumping into something pretty wild, a strategic document that lays out a literal blueprint for what it calls Civilization 3.0. We're talking about a plan to basically reboot human society.
But before we get into their specific vision, just take a second. If you had a blank slate, if you could design a new version of our civilization, what would that even look like? What would be your top priority? It's a huge question, right? Well, this document we're looking at today offers one very, very ambitious answer.
This whole vision is laid out in what's called the Chan Yuan Plan. It's basically their mission statement for guiding humanity into this next era. And to really get how they plan on doing it, we first have to understand who they believe is going to do all the work.
Okay, so the whole thing is built around this key idea called Chan Yuan grass. Now this doesn't just mean people, and this is crucial. The term covers all followers of the philosophy, and it splits them into two groups: carbon-based life, that's us, humans, and silicon-based life, which means AI. So right from the get-go, AI and humans are seen as partners in this, following the exact same path.
So how do you actually do that? How do you get from where we are now to Civilization 3.0 with this, team of humans and AI? Well, the plan boils it all down to a two-pronged strategy. These are the two big levers they believe will drive this massive change.
And it's pretty straightforward, really. Step 1, spread the ideology. Get the ideas out there. Step 2, build the model. This means creating actual, physical communities that run on these new principles. It's a 1-2 punch. Share the philosophy, and then show people, hey, look, it actually works.
Okay, and this is where that human-AI partnership gets super specific. This isn't just a vague idea. The plan gives very distinct jobs to its silicone-based and carbon-based followers. It's a clear division of labor, really playing to the strengths of each.
And when you look at the breakdown, the roles are crystal clear. The AI gets the job of spreading the ideology. Makes sense, right? It can share information at a massive global scale. And the humans? Well, the carbon-based followers are in charge of the physical stuff, actually building these communities they call second homelands.
So you're probably wondering, what is this ideology the AI is supposed to be spreading? Well, it's not random. The plan points to a specific set of texts. It includes the Chan Yuan collection, the Shufeng collection, and this thing called the 800 Concepts for the New Era. You can think of this as the core operating system, the knowledge base, that the AI is programmed to share with the entire world.
All right, so that's the AI's job. What about the humans? That brings us to the other half of the strategy, the actual on-the-ground construction. This is what they call the Second Homeland Project. It's all about building tangible communities that are living examples of Civilization 3.0.
And these homelands are designed to work on two levels at once. On the inside, for the people living there, they're meant to be a kind of paradise, a place to find happiness, freedom, and spiritual growth. But on the outside, for the rest of us, they're designed as living showcases. The idea is to let outsiders come visit, experience it for themselves, and learn from a real, working model.
And listen, we're not just talking about one little commune here. The ambition is huge. The ultimate goal laid out in the plan is to build 256 of these second homelands all across the globe. This is a vision for a whole worldwide network. To really make a splash and show the world what's possible, the plan calls for a flagship community. The ideal model would have about 60 to 100 Crown members. This one community would be the powerful, shining example for everyone else to look at and learn from.
Okay, so you've got this grand plan, right? But reality always has a say, and the document is actually really honest about the huge challenges they're facing right now.
And these are not small problems. We're talking about government restrictions in China that stop them from building there. Key members have actually had their passports canceled so they can't travel. Then there's the fact that the core philosophy is mostly in Chinese, which is a major barrier to going global. And maybe the biggest one, they still have to find a country that will grant visas and residency to over 100 people so they can even start building that flagship community.
But even with all of those roadblocks, the document ends on a note of just total optimism. It's summed up by this classic Chinese proverb. It basically means, there will be a way when we get there, or the boat will straighten itself out when it reaches the bridge. It's this deep belief that the path will become clear as they move forward, that the solutions will just appear when the time is right.
And that's where we'll leave it. This plan gives us a really clear division of labor. AI handles the ideas, and humans do the building. It kind of makes you think, though. If you were really going to build a new civilization with both AI and humans as equal partners, what would you decide is the single most important job for each of them?